Hey everyone, good evening. It's Scott at Scott Trades on X with StockMarketMentor.com and your chart of the day. Want to take a look at a stock that can potentially give you exposure to SpaceX. I know there's a lot of chatter right now about getting exposure to some of the big IPOs that are coming soon, including OpenAI and, of course, SpaceX, which I heard could launch this year. And so this is XOVR. Now, this is an indirect exposure ETF, but it has about $205 million tied to SpaceX. Now, they don't own the shares directly. They instead invest in something that's kind of like a middleman, a special purpose vehicle. So think of it like a fund inside the ETF. And that middleman, of course, will charge a fee on top of the fees that the ETF has, but this special purpose vehicle holds a large chunk of exposure to SpaceX. And so your investment is a bit diluted, but you are at the table when it comes to getting early exposure to potentially one of the biggest IPOs in history, SpaceX. And so I certainly think this is interesting here. Now, the chart pattern isn't set up amazing. It's pretty weak. It's under the 50-day and under the 200-day moving average. So it's already in a bit of a no-go zone. But for active investors, I certainly think you could watch this for some potential break higher exposure on a move above the 21-day EMA here. That's the blue line. And so if XOVR is able to potentially reverse this trend where we have a bottom here and another bottom here, then we'd want to see a move through and a close above that 21-day EMA coming on volume. And then you can use this lower bottom at 1630 as a potential stop loss. And so that is a way to get into something that gives you pre-IPO SpaceX exposure. It's ticker XOVR. Definitely do a little research on this, but it's certainly something that caught my attention and I think is pretty interesting. So that's all I got for you today. I hope that video is helpful. Give me a follow on Twitter if you don't already, at Scott Trades. And be sure and check out what we're up to at Stock Market Mentor. Click the link to get a trial, StockMarketMentor.com. I hope to see you there.